Well, hey everybody, happy pre-election night. So we went to Costco for the first time in 6 months and it was different. They have plastic shielding up, they're much more strict on separation. They even have people going around telling people to have the mask covering their nose. So I'm glad to see they're taking it seriously. Wasn't so busy, we picked our timing for it and we went in and we wiped down our own trolley and we wore N95 masks and washed our hands and decontaminated afterwards. So what did we get? Well, because there's an election going on, we decided to get some booze. So we went to the LCBO because we're in Ontario, Canada, and we got some booze first off. So one of the things I got was this. It's $39 Canadian LED linkable shop light. I got this because it actually can be moved around and it's a useful thing. It is plug-in, so it's not great for the apocalypse, but I thought it would be good for videoing. Because I'm using this light and it's not the greatest. So the light should get me some more reflected light, which should make things a little easier for me. It has a remote, so you can do a nighttime version and you can also make it brighter. A few other things it does. It's actually a motion detector as well, which is kind of cool. Anyway, you'll see if that's making any difference, I don't know. We shall find out. What did I get at the little CBO in Costco? Well, I'll give you a quick tour. Like I say, we haven't shopped there for 6 months. The one noticeable thing they've actually completely have no stock of is toilet paper. And they have a very limited supply of paper towels, which they're giving one per customer. We of course did not buy any because I still have quite a lot of paper towels. What did we get? Well, because I'm fat, Kitty's cutting me down from bread, but she actually did buy 3 loaves of bread for when we use bread, which is nice. She got herself a whole bunch of frozen fruit, which is always useful. We got some biodegradable bags for the cat litter because we've only got 1 box left and I like to have 2 boxes, one being used and one reserve. I find that's a good idea. And of course, cat litter. We also got these, which I thought was a pretty good deal. These are quick cook oats and these were $7.99 Canadian a bag for 3 kilograms. So the actually price per kilogram were cheaper than any other alternative, but the quick cook means that you don't have to cook them at all. You can just leave them in water for 12 hours and they will be edible. We got some peanut butter, we got some Brazil nuts, so we got some coffee because it's a nice idea to have it. We have a lot of coffee but I wanted some more reserve. I got some jams. I have a lot of jams, but I felt I should get this. I almost got the Saskatoon berry jam, but it was quite a lot more expensive. We found, because we haven't been there for ages, they now sell oat milk, and I actually really like oat milk, because that's what we got. What that was the motion detector light going off. We've got a couple of cases of soy milk just because they have the B12 added to it. The oat milk is just oats and water, so that's why we got that. That was all we got from Costco. It cost quite a bit of money, about $420 Canadian. What are you going to do? If you're not working right now, you're in a pickle. So what did I get from the LCBO? Well, Christmas is coming and the Christmas bargains this year are pretty garbage, but I did get 4 cans of Sapporo beer, which I don't mind if it's in the fridge. It's one of the few beers I like that's if it's cold, but I wanted the glasses, so I got 2 glasses, 2 of each, because I felt I should get them. They're $15.99, which is pretty pricey, but LCBO beer in Canada is pretty pricey in Ontario. And we got some wine for the next couple of months. We're not drinking much anymore. Really cut down, to be honest. But what did I get for the election? Well, what we got, and we dropped this off to Kitty's parents as well. We never buy this, but we got some skinny popcorn because it's just popcorn and salt and a bit of oil. So we can sit there and munch popcorn. We normally make our own, but I think we're feeling a bit tired. It's 4 o'clock already. I've been grading for the last couple of days for York University online. I hate online grading, but this will give you a giggle. We got some sparkling blue Democrat wine for Joe Biden's landslide tonight, which I am prophesizing 8 to 10 hours after the last polls close in California, Joe Biden's going to win by a landslide. And I did a video explaining why. People just gave it the thumbs down because they didn't like my conclusions, but to be frank with you, if I had a conclusion that Trump was going to landslide, I'd tell you. I don't see any evidence of that. However, if Trump does win, I got this. Not bad, eh? So I'm trying to say whether to give that to Kitty's dad for Christmas or keep it myself. I've got a feeling I'm going to keep it myself. I actually like Glenlivet, and this is a single malt. This is the Captain's Reserve. It's not a pricey Glenlivet, but I haven't really had this one before. So I hope everybody's doing well. Whoever wins the election, I hope that they make peace with the opposite side and govern America for all Americans, not just their own people, because that's the way you end up having a fragmented country If the country gets too fragmented, it doesn't really work anymore. And then you might start to see a lot of trouble, a lot of death and a lot of mayhem. It's all irrelevant, it's all unnecessary. You know, just do the election, do it fairly, win or lose, and accept the consequences. And if you lose, figure out how to win next time. It's not that hard. But to say that you have to win because this is the most important election ever in history, which I heard on the radio today, Canadian broadcaster, was just not true. Pretty sure the election just before the start of the first Civil War, hopefully the only Civil War, was your most important election. Pretty sure of that. But for sure, people are really voting in mass this time, and it's going to be a fascinating night of watching utter trivia. Now, as you all know, I'm a Bernie bro. I'm in Canada. I'm a socialist, so get over yourselves. But I would point out to you that I am aware of things. For example, what happened is that 5 people in one tiny hamlet voted 100% for Biden, and that made the news all over the place. Pictures of the 5 for Biden are everywhere. But I don't rely on stuff like that, apart from how it's a trivial sample. The next small hamlet voted like 20 minutes later, and 18 out of 18 voted for Trump, and that's not being reported. I think that's a sign of how much the media and Wall Street really wants Biden to win. So it will be an interesting result, and stay calm, stay safe. Don't go out there protesting whoever wins. It's just not worth it. Figure out how to deal with what's going to be the biggest economic downturn in the history of humanity, in my opinion, since the fall of Rome. I think this is going to eclipse 1929-1933 in terms of economic effects. Hope I'm wrong. Got a feeling it's going to be a really, really nasty 2021. Toodles, stay safe. Peace.